Cubs are proud to salute the men and women of the United States military. On Wednesday, August 31st, the Cubs have specially priced tickets in the Terrace Reserved outfield section. And each ticket includes a special Cubs military cap. For more information, visit Cubs.com/special group nights. Alexei Ramirez. Bottom four, 2-0 Cubs.
Most of these Padre hitters don't have much of a book on John Lester. Ramirez has seen him a fair bit. 10 out of 39 coming into this ball game.
Thought about a bunt. Rizzo and Baez were ready to charge. Mark Trumbo leads the majors in homers. He hit his 38th tonight. Orioles beat the Nationals 4-3. Hitters count taken for a strike.
We talk so much about having the ability to throw something other than a fastball in a hitter's count, but nothing wrong with bottom of the zone fastball.
Time for greater coverage of baseball, brought to you by T-Mobile. Steven Strasburg was supposed to make that start, but he's on the DL with an elbow issue. Mentioned the 3 homers by Gonzalez. And the Pirates have lost 4 in a row. The Astros have won 3 straight. Swing and a miss. Good comeback by John. 2-0 start. And he strikes him out.
Third strikeout of the night for John. Big slow curveball. Catches Ramirez well out in front. Now Strasburg coming off a very rough outing in Denver. And a couple starts prior to that too, he had not pitched particularly well.
Myers, the batter, and takes a strike. He mentioned his Rookie of the Year season with Tampa Bay. That was under Joe Madden. Outside on a fastball. 1-1.
Every time I see him, I think of Dale Murphy. Just in terms of his stature.
Yeah.
Broad-shouldered, long and strong.
Red Sox beat the Rays 6-2 in St. Pete. David Price over his former team. He's 12-8. 8 shutout innings on just 2 hits for the lefty. Chris Carter hit his 30th. Brewers over the Rockies 4-2 the final.
Got him with a cutter down and in last time.
Jimmy Nelson coming off that rough outing against the Cubs. He got the win.
Brewers had just 4 hits in the ball game. Beat Chad Bettis. It was 10-7 despite a 5.29. But when corrected for altitude, it's probably more like a 4.74.
Myers draws the 1-out walk.
Friday night, kick off a brand new season of high school football with High School Lights on CSN, hosted by Kelly Kroll. It's a half hour of scores, highlights, and reaction from around the region. Don't miss the season premiere of High School Lights, presented by Wintrust, starting at 11 on CSN and streaming live at csnchicago.com. It's 11 p.m. Friday night.
Dickerson line to left in the second. Runner goes, swing and a miss, throw to second. Myers is in. So the Pods are 3 out of 4 stolen base attempts tonight. That's his 22nd.
Yeah, so Myers took the big lead and off he went. David Ross didn't have much of a chance on that one.
Ross now asking Baez to join the conversation on the mound. The details aren't, I guess, that important, but I will just say this. Pretty sad what's going on with Dwight Gooden and Darryl Strawberry.
Yeah, yes.
Now getting into a bit of a war of words.
Yep. Yep, it's kind of ugly.
I did not see the special. Did you see it?
I saw a good chunk of it, yes.
I heard it was a bit uncomfortable.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to know what the truth is.
So they got them together, right? To try to kind of rekindle some memories and.
Yeah, because of both dealing with the addiction issues and having gone through it and kind of trying to tell their story about young kids, young players coming to New York in that environment and how it affected them and how it stayed with them their whole lives and how they're trying to deal with it now.
And Lester now makes a throw to Baez. They've got Myers caught.
That is such an important play going forward, not just for this game, but for every team that's got an advanced scout watching this, thinking that John's never going to make a throw or never make an accurate throw.
So they are 3 out of 5 tonight, and both the outs have been made between second and third.
Playing a little flag football here.
Well, I think what happened there is Javi wasn't quite sure.
They're just running into each other.
Where Myers was going, and it was more just hold him up and avoid a collision. So 2 outs, nobody on, and 2 strikes.
Myers is reversing course there, and Javi's just running full speed, getting ready to flip that ball to Russell.
He is not afraid of contact. So now the question is, will the Padres change their strategy?
Usually it does, absolutely. When we've seen this happen in the past, teams that are trying to take liberties, all of a sudden they get caught like that. Doesn't mean they wouldn't try to steal another base off John tonight, but in terms of taking that huge lead and just going. We saw it with Milwaukee earlier this year where they were running aggressively early and then just kind of decided to put the brakes on.
Got him on the cutter to end the inning. After 4, Cubs lead the Padres 2-0.
Excuse me. I think there's a misprint.
Oh, model year-end clearance event. Looks right to me.
Shouldn't it be clear?
Clearly, it is time to get a great deal and a reward card on this turbocharged Jetta. Got to make room for the 2017 models. It is a clearance event. Why is that so hard for people to understand? Seems clear to me. Clear to me. Ready for a test drive?
Whatever you want to call it, don't miss the Volkswagen Model Year-End event. Hurry in and lease a 2016 Jetta S for $149 a month after a $1,000 bonus.
The summer clearance event is here at Feeney Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Elgin. Get our lowest prices on our entire inventory. Cars, trucks, minivans, and more Jeeps than we need. All with 0% financing available. Look at this 2016 Wrangler, just $299 a month. Or a 2016 Ram 1500 Quad Cab, $299 a month. Both with 0 due. Or this 2016 Dodge Caravan, only $16,997. Find it at Feeney, FeeneyAutos.com.
Just bought a 2016 Mini from Bill Jacobs and could not be happier. The service is top-notch.
Honestly, it's the best car buying experience my wife and I ever had.
These are the reviews we get all the time from our customers. As soon as you walk through the door, you'll know this is going to be different. The showroom, the cars, but most importantly, the people. Because at Bill Jacobs Mini in Naperville, it's the cars that bring you in, but the experience that brings you back. Get 0% APR for 72 months on the 2016 Mini Countryman or hardtop 4-door models. Details at BillJacobsMini.com.
Cubs Padres tomorrow at 8:30 on CSN Chicago.
Here's the Cubs' upcoming schedule brought to you by PNC. This is the rest of your road trip, or our road trip, everybody's road trip. Night game tomorrow here on CSN. Getaway day on Channel 9 Wednesday, and then you see the channels on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 7, 9, and CSN.
Hope I packed all the right shirts.
Chris Bryant.
He's got to go deep at least once in this series, right?
Sure. I'm all for it. I suppose this would be a good time to do it because the Cubs will not be no hit tonight. The Padres have never had a no-hitter. And this is a franchise that started up in 1969. They didn't have a cycle until about a year ago, August 14th, 2015, in their 7,444th game. Matt Kemp hit for the cycle.
Preston Gomez pulled Clay Kirby with a no-hitter going. Pinch hit for him, I think, in the bottom of the 8th, maybe.
Bryant rarely reacts. And he did not like pitch number 3, and it didn't look like a strike. 4 was right in the same spot, and this time he got the call.
Yeah,
so maybe the little stare worked.
4 might have been a wee bit better than 3. So it's kind of the Where's Waldo thing with Edwin, right? With all the teams he's played with. That would be a good office pool in the offseason. Try to, you know, predict everybody, pick a team where Edwin's going to show up next year.
Bryant to deep left center. You called it. Can he now hit more than one? 3-0.
True blue, bona fide, slam dunk superstar in his second year in the major leagues.
Back in a tie with Nolan Arenado atop the league.
Boom. Not a great home run park, of course, but with Bryant's power, can make any place play small.
So Arenado and Bryant each have 32. We mentioned Carter. Chris Carter with his 30th tonight. Rizzo. Bryant knocking himself in. Has scored 100 runs now. Asked him the other day if that was ever a goal of his. He said, no, not really, but he gave all the credit to the guys behind him in the order. Rizzo and Zobrist, Russell. He's been getting on, and they've been knocking him in. He is the major league leader in runs scored.
Yeah, well, he's well positioned in front of Anthony in that there's going to be certain times where he might get pitched to a little more aggressively. I think mostly when you're hitters like Bryant and Rizzo, it's very difficult to protect them because pitchers are, rarely going to want to challenge them regardless of the situation. I think in terms of the runs scored, the advantage he has hitting in front of Anthony, other than the fact that Anthony's a great run producer, is his ability to go first to third on base hits to the right side. But Anthony pulls the ball. If he manages to get it through the shift, we've seen it quite often. Brian able to get himself to third base.
Well, that ball smoked the other way. It's going to one-hop the wall. Rizzo to second. Another league leader. That's his National League pacing 37th double.
That was a two-seamer. Leaking out over the plate.
Zobrist has popped out to short and walked. Takes ball one outside. So Bryant now is at 58 home runs in the first 2 seasons of his career. That's a Cubs record. And he's 1 homer away from the top 10 all time in a player's first 2 seasons. Joe DiMaggio has the record, 75. One and two. Number 90 for Jackson is a strikeout pitch to get Zobrist. It's the first out here in the 5th. It is only Edwin's second strikeout tonight.
They mentioned his low strikeout rate coming in. It's kind of ironic because Zobrist, one of the tougher guys in the league to strike out, but he got him. Second punch out for Edwin.
Russell a homer and a sacrifice fly.
Brought up that factoid about DiMaggio having the most home runs after 2 years. He had 46 home runs his second year. He was 22 years old. That was the best home run season he ever had.
Happy 47th, Sean Bradshaw from Lebanon, Missouri. Big Cub fan as Bethancourt fakes a throw to second. Yankees are in Seattle tonight, and Starlin Castro has hit 2 home runs, 5-3 Yankees in the 6th. So let's see. Starlin now has 17 home runs. Most he hit as a Cub, 14.
Yankees have called up some kids that are doing a lot of damage. They've gone young.
Two balls and a strike. Foul pop up. Out of play.
Gary Sanchez went deep again. It's the young catcher they called up. He's 3 for 3 tonight. He's had 8 home runs in 17 games. One thing you have to be aware of on the bases with Ed, when he throws a lot of balls in the dirt. Slider down there when he's trying to get a chase. Sometimes he'll throw that scud heater.
Now Mark McGwire in his first 2 full major league seasons hit 81 home runs, but his first go around he played 18 games in 86, hit 3. 49 to lead the majors in 87. So it's not technically first 2 seasons. 2 down. He is the Padres bench coach.
Yeah, he hit 49 his rookie year.
Yep.
Set the record, right? Or either broke or tied the record that Al Rosen had set. Either tied him or beat him by 1.
Well, if you look at his coaching career trajectory, he is on a path to be a big league manager, right? Hitting coach to bench coach, that would be the next logical spot. Hayward, foul. Close.
Oh my. Inches.
Bethencourt pouncing on it.
They'll be less likely to gamble, of course, with 2 outs on a ball in the dirt. Already in scoring position. Working hard out there tonight. Comes pitch number 100.
I don't think they've had anybody getting loose in their bullpen to this point at all.
Padres coming off a series against the Diamondbacks. They won 3 out of 4. They scored 9 runs twice, scored 7 runs in one of the other ball games. Shut down pretty good in the loss, 2-1. But as Len mentioned earlier, since the beginning of June, they've been really good in this ballpark offensively.
Deep right, way back. Did he catch it? No, it's a home run. Jason Hayward makes it 5-0.
If he caught that, Jason might have ran out to right field and just tackled him. He might have just mauled him. The way he's been going, he had that line drive just go foul. That had to feel awfully good. And everybody up to greet him. It's been a rough go for Jason. Took a little 4-day sabbatical. And a nice start after hitting the reset button. Ford home run replay for the 3rd time tonight. And Hayward joins Russell and Bryant with long balls.
Kiblahan wasn't sure. He looked into his glove and could not find the ball. A roller backhanded by Sardinius. Baez hustling, and he's just out to end the inning. Couple of home runs. Bryant led it off. Hayward with 2 outs knocks in 2 more. 5-0.
There are things in life that just go together. It's like they're always side by side. Because when we put them together, they're better. Like home and auto insurance from State Farm. They just go together. And they save you time and money. Just another way we're here to help life go right. Talk to a State Farm agent today.
Prepare to be amazed by Stow & Go seating. It stows, and you go.
Right. Here we go.
About time, Larry.
Get 0% financing plus current FCA vehicle owners get $1,500 total bonus cash on the 2017 Chrysler Pacifica.
$1 window siding and door installation, 102 Pine Street.
Go, guys.
It's Feldco to the rescue with $1 installation on all windows, siding, and doors. Plus no money down and no interest until 2018. It's Feldco's biggest sale of the year.
That's $1.
$1 installation on all windows, siding, and doors.
Hurry, $1 installation ends Labor Day. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Hi everyone, Luke Stuckmeyer here with a Coors Light Cold Hard Back Sportsnet Central update. After the final out of tonight's game, you're going to hear Joe Maddon's pregame advice to Jason Hayward. Looks like it paid off. And you don't want to miss Peanut Tillman's exciting weekend at the Air and Water Show. That and more on Sportsnet Central after the game. But right now, back to Len and JB.
Hey, Luke, thank you. Jason Hayward getting 4 days off, including all 3 in Colorado, and tonight coming back and hitting his first home run of the month. And now there is action up in the Padres bullpen. That is Keith Hessler. Lester back to work. Swing and a miss by Bethancourt.
There's been some excitement on the bases for the Padres here tonight, but they still have not crossed home plate. And that's a point we make frequently in John Starts. His job is not necessarily stolen base prevention, it's run prevention, and he's really good at that.
Well said. Yep. Aesthetics really do affect, I think, how you perceive a player, a particular game, a performance.
He's tough in the red zone.
Right.
I was at a spring training game this year, sitting down there with Lori and maybe the girls, and John was pitching, and somebody stole a base on him or something happened. He maybe threw it away. I don't recall exactly what happened. It's a nice elderly couple sitting behind us. Just outraged. They stood up and they're like, "Get rid of him!" They were screaming, and I was like, what are these people doing? It's going to be okay. If you were the person screaming, I apologize. I appreciate your passion.
Bethencourt out on strikes.
Whether the Cubs are home or on the road, get a behind-the-scenes look at beautiful Wrigley Field. The Cubs offer guided tours that include a chance to step on the field. This must-see Chicago attraction houses over 100 years of history. For more information, visit Cubs.com/tours.
Kivlahan jumps on the first pitch. Who wants it? Hayward. Foul ground. 2 outs. Hey, I want to wish a happy 17th anniversary to my lovely wife, Pam.
Oh, congratulations. Happy anniversary.
She's probably sleeping, but we shall catch it on the replay tomorrow.
17 years ago today.
Yep.
What were you doing at the time?
We both outkicked our coverage.
Where were you working?
Milwaukee. Doing some radio, some fill-in work with the Brewers.
Were you able to duck out of town, have a little honeymoon?
We were going to, but we had, unfortunately, a family situation that precluded us from doing that, but eventually we did.
Yeah.
Went to Mexico. The 1-1 to Rosales is inside.
Padres still with just the 2 broken bat base hits in this game.
How long have you and Lori married?
What is this, 2016?
I put you on the spot.
Yeah, it'll be 31 years.
Wow. That's great. Well, as I said, you and I both did very, very well. A lot of families on this trip. This is a big family trip before the rosters expand. A lot of kids running around the pool at the hotels.
Yeah, I imagine there's a trip made to the San Diego Zoo.
Full count on Rosales as he bounces foul. At the Maine South High School in Park Ridge and Western Michigan University. He's bounced around, 9th year in the majors. Called strike 3. Second, 1-2-3 for John tonight, leading 5-0.
You know how it is to be hungry? I don't want to be hungry anymore.
From the streets to the ring.
This kid is special.
To the world.
I don't think you need me. You can make him a champ.
It's Friday.
We are in for a fight.
Experience the incredible true story.
Why you always brush my hair in the corners? Next round starts, you come out looking fresh. Drives them nuts.
Hands of Stone. Rated R. Friday.
Know you can keep your financial big picture under control. Know you can see how much you have to spend and whether you should transfer funds. Know you can easily keep track of what you're putting away. And and know you're budgeted for the great escape. Thanks to Virtual Wallet by PNC.
It's the recon mission for Tango 165. The endless search for the best berries. A midnight run for tacos al pastor. And the empty roads of Dawn Patrol. This is summer driving. During the Mazda Summer Drive event, get 0 to drive lease offers on any new 2016 Mazda.
Tomorrow, the West Coast swing continues for your Cubs as they prepare for a pivotal Game 2 matchup with San Diego. Cubs at Padres beginning at 8:30 with Cubs pregame live presented by Fields Auto, followed by the first pitch on CSN Chicago.
Welcome back. Top of the 6th. Cubs lead 5-0. How do you get to Wrigley Field? The Cubs suggest taking public transportation. The Cubs offer a free bike check. Now located by the Addison Red Line Station. For drivers, the Cubs provide free remote parking and shuttle service on night and weekend games. For information, visit the A to Z guide at Cubs.com.
Into the bullpen goes Andy Green. It's Keith Hessler. And you see Brett Wallace, the other Padre who entered the game. Double switch. He'll play third.
Hessler, just a handful of appearances with the big club. Started the year with the Diamondbacks at Double-A, 7 times there, and then the Padres acquired him. 1-1 with the .295, 28 appearances for their Triple-A club. Fastballs and sliders.
DC native. David Ross. A foul strike to right. From the stretch and the 0-1. A little low.
By my count, and this would be including Bethancourt and any other position players they've used, 30 different pitchers this year for the Padres. Does that make sense?
Sure. 1 and 2.
Just with all the trades, all the turnover.
The entire opening day rotation is not active or not here.
I wonder if they had to scrub some promotions, like it was, so-and-so's bobblehead day coming up, but so-and-so wasn't here anymore.
Ross and Shields and Cashner would be
bobblehead worthy.
Yeah.
Maybe they crammed them all, put them all on the schedule prior to the trade deadline. It'd be a savvy move by the marketing department. So if you're a player in your walk year and you notice that there's a bobblehead giveaway before the trade deadline, don't buy a house.
You might want to
go to the marketing people. Hey, you want to push that back till September?
Ground ball base hit. Ross is aboard.
Second reach for David. He was intentionally walked back in the second. Long look down at Gary Jones, trying to figure out what's going on here. So it's more of a challenge, with Joe being unconventional with his approach in these situations. You kind of have to go pitch by pitch and make sure you bear down. Many times, many teams, when a pitcher's going up there in this situation, they won't even put on any signs. The managers just tell them, hey, bunt, get him over. And you're just up there bunting the whole way.
Lester gets the job done. That will go 1-4.
He's a very good bunter.
Yep.
Originally a 28th round pick of the Diamondbacks. 2011. (2010), excuse me, June draft.
Did you know the Padres did not have a bobblehead giveaway? The only team in baseball this year without one?
So maybe that's why they didn't schedule any.
Thanks, Drew, on Twitter.
There you go.
Yeah. Guess they were hedging their bets. Bounce to the shortstop, Ramirez, and he gets Fowler. With Ross staying put at second.
I don't know if it's my imagination, but it looks to me like Will Myers pulls his foot early every time.
But you can't do that now. Guys used to be able to cheat a little bit, but in this replay era, got to make sure you keep the foot on the base. Bottom of the zone strike. One and one. Our buddy Chris Kampka tweeted this out. 30 homer, 100 run seasons for Chicago Cub age 24 or younger. Okay. Chris Bryant. That's it.
Nobody else. There's no Venn diagram, and there's no other bodies involved there.
That's it.
With that high three-quarters delivery, pretty good angle, able to shoot that ball down around the knees. Bryant's a good low ball hitter. Good hitter, period.
To third, Wallace. He better. I was going to say, oh, he got him. He really took his time, but you can't do that with Chris Bryant.
Joe's asking Joe West to hold up the proceedings here while they contemplate a challenge. Yeah, we've seen a number of infielders get burnt. Being surprised by Bryant's speed.
They got him.
They got him.
Great hustle, though, by Chris. And the inning is over. Bottom six coming up. Cubs 5, Padres nothing.
Nobody should go to bed hungry.
That's where our friends at Benny's Beverage Depot are going to bat for the Greater Chicago Food Depository.
Every time the Cubs leadoff man gets a hit, Benny's donates $100 to help feed hungry families in Chicagoland.
That calls for a toast.
Step up to our great big network and see what we got. Bust a move to Cricket Wireless and get the LG Spree for free after $20 mail-in rebate Cricket Visa promotion card. Don't sweat it, just get it. Cricket Wireless, something to smile about.
Every night, get ready for the most dynamic show in Chicago. Your city, your teams, your show. This is Sportsnet Central, every night at midnight. Presented by CLR.
Whoa, that doesn't look good. No, not you. Ordinary fuels can clog your engine with dirt. It's like lugging this around. It's dragging down your fuel economy. But over time, using new and improved BP gasoline with Invigorate helps clean up that dirt, like hundreds of scrubbing brushes. So that means a cleaner engine, which helps you get more miles per tank. I'll be here if you need me. New BP gasoline with Invigorate, our best fuel ever.
A well-put-together man is said to be sharp. At GMC, we get why people appreciate that kind of precision. After all, precision is the kind of sharp that slices through a crowd. This is the precision of professional grade. Step up to GMC and get cash back for up to 16% of the MSRP on these select 2016 GMC vehicles. That's over $8,400 cash back on this Yukon Denali.
Cubs Padres tomorrow at 8:30 on CSN Chicago.
You can follow Patrick Mooney, our Cubs insider, all season long at CSNChicago.com, presented by Nationwide's Jeff Vukovich, serving the community for 38 years. Go to jeffvuk.com. Nationwide is on your side. One strike on the switch batting, Luis Sardinas. 0-2. Line shot to Bryant.
Probably the hardest hit ball of the night for the Padres.
So first plate appearance for Wallace is high. And outside, 2-0.
A first-round draft pick of the Cardinals. High expectations as he works his way through the minor leagues. Has some big numbers in the minor leagues after an outstanding collegiate career. Has never really been able to put it together at the big league level.
Got a big 3-run homer at Wrigley Field. First game of that doubleheader on May 11th. Padres won it 7-4. It was a go-ahead shot.
302 last year for the Padres. 107 plate appearances.
Two and one on him. Sixth inning, Cubs 5, Padres nothing. That's a strike.
Brett came up with the Astros back in 2010, and I remember watching him take BP and the ball just exploding off of his bat. I thought, man, this guy's really going to be something. Yep. And I was talking to Jeff Bagwell about him, and Baggy had some issues with his mechanics, and he didn't like the way he kind of got locked up with his lower unit, his legs. Kind of an armsy swing. Power didn't translate from batting practice into the game very often. First round, number 13 overall by the Cardinals in 08.
Muscled out into right. Coming on is Hayward, and the ball gets by him. And Wallace is going to make at least third. And that's where he'll stand with 1 out.
That's Jason Hayward. All bat, no glove. Is that not the most ironic play of the year?
Yeah.
He has been so good out there defensively.
Well, I thought that ball was going to hold up.
Yeah.
And it died, and clearly he misjudged
He
it.
got caught in between. And he is so good out there. It's so rare to see a misplay from Jason Hayward in the outfield. So that puts the shutout in jeopardy. Wallace standing at third with 1 out.
That is Jason's first error. And look out as Ross kind of kicked it, but not far enough away for Wallace to try to score.
Yeah, all the defensive metrics have Hayward right at the top of the list. It's not just, the lack of errors, range, plays made, balls in his area, converted into outs. He's got that big arm.
Cornermen pulled in, back up the middle. Here's a pitch. It is a strike. 1-1. There's Steve Kerr. Got a nice hand. They just put him up on the big board here. Warriors head coach, former Bull.
Ooh. On the plate, bottom of the knees. Could have gone either way.
The pitch. 2-2. He said, why didn't I get the last one?
And of course, Jankowski would be saying, why did he get that one?
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Number 7 for John.
Just when he needed it most. Cutter off the outside part of the plate. Jankowski in protect mode.
Inside edge. Ramirez not so sure. 1-1.
Well received by David Ross. They've tried to quantify runs saved in so many departments now. They talk about pitch framing, runs saved, and I don't know how they quantify that. Some debate, as to how that all shakes out. But you know it when you see it, right? When the guy's really good at it.
Yeah.
And I think David's really good. We had that graphic the other day where Contreras
better than
very highly rated. Yeah. Certainly better than
all
maybe
of
the reputation.
All the defensive stuff is very promising and should only get better.
Looks like he's got some notes in front of him.
3-1 to Ramirez, ball 4. That is only his 17th walk. Talking about Alexei Ramirez. His career walk rate is well below Major League average, under 5%.
Well, this is a pretty significant plate appearance here. Padres down 5. With their best power threat at the plate with a couple men on base. Myers up there for the 3rd time against John.
Potential pivotal moments, and this feels like could be one of them. Cubs are up 5-0. If the Padres want to get back into this game, this might be their shot. With Myers at the plate. So John Lester walks Alexei Ramirez, and Edwin Jackson strikes out Ben Zobrist.
Yeah,
and Jason Hayward committed an error and hit a home run.
Like
so
a
it's
full
just
moon or something.
Can't predict what may happen. Curve strike 1 and 2. And I forgot how many outs there were.
Dog days of August.
Runner goes from first, called strike 3, inning over. Lester pumped up as we head to the 7th, 5-0.
Dear Chicago, let's take a trip out of Midway to your favorite international destinations. With love, Southwest.
Whoa, what is this? A notebook? What you need is a 2-in-1 laptop with the speed of Intel's 6th Gen Core processor. Best Buy's Blue Shirts make it easy to get back to school with the best tech. Tech to impress at Best Buy.
For a limited time, a Frosty is just 50 cents. Dig in with a spoon or a straw.
I'll stick with a fry.
Because a 50-cent Frosty won't be around forever. Make sure you get it before it's gone.
Here come the last of the 2016s.
I love this part. Stylish Prius, sporty Camry, fun Corolla, adventurous RAV4. They're all here. But not for long.
Right now, get incredible 0% APR financing on 11 of Toyota's most popular models, like the 2016 Camry, Corolla, RAV4, or Prius during Toyota's annual clearance event.
Come in and get the 2016 Toyota you want before they are gone.
Toyota, let's go places.
Preps fans, Friday nights, turn on CSN for the best football recap show in town on High School Lights. Hosted by Kelly Kroll, it's a half hour of highlights, player and coach interviews, fan reaction, and more. Win or lose, find out what it means for your favorite team as recruiting guru Edgy Tim O'Halloran breaks it all down. And connect with us on Twitter at CSN Preps. High School Lights, presented by Wintrust. Fridays at 11 p.m. on CSN and streaming live at csnchicago.com.
Welcome back, folks. The Cubs are introducing a game-changing new premier experience at Wrigley Field with seats featuring prime views and access to an exclusive club. Fans will enjoy Cubs baseball in a whole new way. Visit CubsPremier.com to join the Premier Client Priority List. Beauty, luxury, charm, tradition.
Well, John Lester.
It's called picking up your teammate right there.
6 innings, 3 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts. Whole hum,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, whole hum. And then rare misplay by Hayward in the outfield. And Big John says, I got you back.
Okay. Guy sweats a lot.
Yeah.
Right? Sometimes he struggles with the base running game. Going back to what you said, bases not runs. And then you look at the end of the night and you go, wow, he was really good tonight.
Yeah.
You had the Arrieta Lester analogy last year, kind of the horse racing.
Thoroughbred and the plow horse,
right.
Yeah.
I'm not sure John, as that ball's lined into center, I'm not sure John necessarily works harder than any of the other Cubs starters. I do not want to frame it that way to take any credit away from those guys, but it just looks like some nights he's got to work harder.
And Kyle Hendricks is one of those Olympian dressage horses kind of doing their thing.
That's the 3rd consecutive hit for Rizzo after he grounded into the double play in the first. Zobrist bunts. Bethencourt picks it up. The throw's late. That was not a sacrifice attempt. That was a sneak attack, and it worked.
Yeah, it's one of those deals where you drop down the bunt. If you get the base hit, it's great. If not, you get the silver medal. You advance the man. Bethencourt, little nonchalant here. Trusting his big arm to make the play for him. You want to be out there under control, but a little more sense of urgency, I think, was needed. And nonchalant's not fair. That's not. But just he needed to, be a tick more urgent.
It's going to be a really big night for Russell as he fouls to the top of the screen.
Don't you think at the Olympics the horse should get a medal for those equestrian events? They do all the work.
He should get something.
I'd like to see the horse up there on the podium.
Absolutely. Off the inside.
Well, my never-ending quest to question the Padres' defensive alignment. I find it interesting how tightly they've got the right center field gap bunched and how much room they're giving him in left center. Just about all of his damage goes to the pull side. At least that's my perception. I'm trying to think of seeing Addison driving the ball in the right center gap. Not that much, right?
Yeah. Popped up. Infield fly rule in effect as Sardinius makes the catch. Look, I don't know, but most balls that are put in play hit more toward the middle of the field. Do you feel like sometimes maybe the corner guys should cover the gaps more than they do and just assume that the ball in the corner is going to be a double? But let's take away the middle of the field.
Yeah, especially in a big park like this. And that used to be a philosophy a lot of teams would talk about. It's just bunch the outfielders, take away the gaps.
Hayward homered his last time up.
Hessler just recalled from AAA El Paso. This is his 5th stint with the Padres this year. Kind of been on that Spencer Patton program.
Chopper and Hessler off the mound, and he'll get the out at first. So 2 outs, second and third.
Feels pretty comfortable right now. 5-0 lead for the Cubs. 7th inning. A base hit here will really kind of make everybody relax in that visitor's dugout. Not that there's a whole lot of stress in there to begin with.
Baez will be walked with Ross on deck. And I said Ross is an ex-Padre. It's true, although he did not spend much time here in San Diego. Just 11 games, 2005. Well, we might not ever see this again if the CBA, the intentional walk, actually throw the pitches, right? Isn't that going to be potentially on the table?
I know they talked about it earlier this summer. Is that still out there?
I don't know if I'll miss it. Although when it's gone, maybe you miss it, right? You think you're not going to miss it till it's gone. Anthony Rizzo just got out of the way, and I think everybody's all right down that line.
He's having a moment right now. He's got Riz. Ball boy had to take evasive action down there.
Anthony and Chris Bryant dubbing David Ross Grandpa Rossi. Got an Instagram account for him, the whole deal. Gramps just about took his head off.
Yeah, now Riz is giving Gary Jones a business hand. I got to be out here in harm's way. What are you doing hanging out just outside the dugout?
Now Rizzo's in the coach's box. Not related to this 2-2 pitch coming up, but your idea of the horses on the podium? Will they play like the Mr. Ed theme before the anthem?
I think so, sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
some kind of
2-2 to Ross. Hit well to center. Jankowski on the move. Makes the catch. To save a couple of runs. We stretch here in San Diego. Mr. Padre. Everybody thinks about him every time we come here. The great Tony Gwynn.
Just when you think you know what a computer is, you see a keyboard that can just get out of the way. And a screen you can touch. And even write on. When you see a computer that can do all that, it might just make you wonder, hey, what else can it do?
Everything you're looking for is right here. I'll be here if you need me.
Watching in slow motion as you turn around and say, oh, take my breath away.
Find anything you like?
Yes.
Now is the moment to get the Honda you love. KBB.com's 2016 Best Value Brand. Hurry in. The Honda Summer Clearance event ends soon.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. Follow Cubs Baseball Live with the MLB.com at Bat app. Stay up to the moment at any moment with game day, live game video highlights, StatCast news, and more. Download MLB.com at Bat, the #1 app for live baseball on your phone and tablet. It's a must-have.
Cubs lead 5-0. Dickerson, Bethancourt, Kivlahan. Due for the Padres. And ball one.
Jake Arrieta pitches tomorrow. Christian Friedrich for the Friars.
Right-hander Justin Grimm is up in the Cubs bullpen. So just to kind of underscore what you were talking about with the Padres kind of changing on the fly. Here's a pitch and fouled away. Derek Norris is on the active roster. It was the opening day starter. Myers at first. Corey Spangenberg at second. He's on the DL. Solarte at third. But last year, Will Middlebrooks was at third. Jed Jerko at second. Yonder Alonso was at first. Base hit to left. Melvin Upton. Matt Kemp. James Shields. A lot of changes.
Remarkable, yeah.
So here's Bethancourt. And a line drive base hit. 2 on, nobody out.
Starting to square the ball up a little bit. Sardinius hit it hard for an out. Last inning, Wallace's base hit not particularly well hit. That's a good swing here by Bethancourt. Joe peeking back in to check in with Bosio to check on the readiness of Justin Grimm. So Rossi out to have a chat to buy him a little more time. And here comes Joe.
So that'll be it for Lester. 6+, just under 100 pitches, and he will leave not having allowed a run, but 2 runners on base. We'll be back.
The search for better is one of our greatest traits as humans. It's a new commitment.
You're in.
A bold move. Even a fresh start. This appetite for better is everywhere. In people, communities, and also at Subway. Every day, we're finding new ways to serve fresh, locally sourced produce and food free of artificial preservatives whenever and wherever possible. Because the best way to stay fresh is to never get stale.
What is this? A notebook? What you need is a 2-in-1 laptop with the speed of Intel's 6th Gen Core processor. Best Buy's blue shirts make it easy to get back to school with the best tech. Tech to impress at Best Buy.
Who's the genius who puts a girl in heels on a Subway grate?
Miss Monroe, eat a Snickers.
Why?
You get a little cranky when you're hungry.
Better?
Much better.
This scene will never make the cut.
One swing can be the ultimate game changer.
Jones with a high drive to left field.
And at T-Mobile, we know how to change the game for good. We've doubled our LTE coverage, and our extended range LTE is 4 times stronger in buildings than before. But we didn't stop there. With T-Mobile, you can stream baseball free without using your data on MLB TV. T-Mobile, that's Major League coverage.
So Midas call to the pen. The Midas Tire and Auto Service experts call to the pen. Justin Grimm is on. 2 men on, nobody out.
Yeah. Padres rising up here, making some noise. Trying to break through. Grimm's been on a good roll here. 16 consecutive scoreless appearances, covering 12 2/3 innings, and during that stretch, he's allowed just 6 hits. What a great pooch. So what's the deal? You hang out there for free, right? Or is that the $5 to hang on the berm?
I think so. The grass berm area near the Tony Gwynn statue we just showed you.
Pack a little picnic, hang out there.
I think it might be more than $5 now. Inflation and the like. Here's Kivlahan, just getting his big league career started. Dickerson at second, Bethancourt at first. Cubs lead 5-0. Curve strike. Hasn't been the easiest year for Justin. He's been sent down to the minor leagues a couple of times. Had some struggles earlier this season, but lately here the numbers have been good. Not giving up runs. Little tapper, that's going to be a tough play. Baez, bare hands, and he got him. He makes it look so easy.
Yeah, that body control you talked about earlier in the ball game on full display there. Pretty high degree of difficulty on this play.
Boy, that could loom large.
Look how much speed he has coming into this, and the ability to grab it with the bare hand, stay under control, and throw a perfect strike to first base.
Ryan Schimpf will pinch hit for Rosales. And he's got some power. And he takes a strike. Grimm's last 16 appearances, this goes back to June 28th, and back and forth from the minors a couple of times during this stretch. 16 appearances, 12 2/3, 6 hits, no runs, 15 strikeouts. Swing and a miss. So Schimpf on Friday against Arizona, 2-run homer to tie it in the 8th, 3-run homer to win it in the 10th, 4 for 5 on the night. He can slug. One and two. I want to see the Ryan Schimpf, Daniel Stumpf matchup.
Daniel Stumpf?
Yeah. What do you made his debut this year with the Phillies? S-T-U-M-P-F. There's a little known member of the Three Stooges.
Yeah,
Schimpf.
say good Schimpf out there.
No, Schimpf. He was the other brother who apparently was not.
Didn't quite qualify
in the comedy.
Always more of a curly guy.
Two and two.
A bounce curveball. Trust David to block it, or good down and away heater. Stay away from the power.
Schimpf has a 956 OPS, slugging just under 600 against righties. That's why Andy Green's got him in the game right now. Fouled away.
Yeah, there's some pretty good bat speed there. He reminds me a little bit of a Steve Pearce. He's got 38 hits, 28 for extra bases, 12 doubles, 2 triples, 14 long ones.
Originally drafted by the Blue Jays. Padres signed him this past offseason. Gets away as he swings and misses. Padres get their first run. Rizzo might have saved another one though, as Ross's throw was off the mark and late.
Yeah, and there's that bounce curveball of Grimm's that can be so hard to block sometimes. It's a swing and miss pitch. You throw it hard, you throw it short, you get the chase. David normally is going to be able to control that one.
That run will be charged to Lester. 5-1 now. And it's the second baseman, Sardinas. Got Schimpf and Sardinas.
Yeah, I got this whole Bubba Gump thing going on in my head. Fried Schimpf,
right?
Butterflied Schimpf.
There's Mike Trout and Tim Salmon.
Grilled Schimpf. Oof. Again, not egregious, but well, when you're pitching, you want.
Yeah, he got the first one. It's been an inconsistent zone tonight. Oof. 2-1.
Yeah, that breaking ball, I think, can be hard to call for an umpire. That's a sharp breaking ball. Finishes well down below the knees.
Two and two.
The grim curveball for catcher is kind of like catching a knuckleballer in that it can be a really difficult pitch to handle, but you have to call it. It's such a big weapon for him.
He got him. So 2 down. And it's Wallace. Yeah, I'm with you. Just a ton of movement on that pitch. Wallace, real thick lower half. Really
yeah,
put
his
together.
thighs like tree trunks. So with the way they have the defense set here, that's allowing Bethancourt to get a very aggressive lead down the third baseline. So again, that breaking pitch in the dirt becomes a potential run for the Padres. Came into the double switch. He's in the 9-hole. Jankowski, the leadoff man, would be next.
Like this one will find the seats, although Baez, you never know. I've already promised him next Cub to dive into the stands, it's Baez, whether it's him or not. He's made a couple of those plays just seemingly out of nowhere. I think one day I misidentified him as Zobrist. If you walk the ledge, you're Rizzo. If you dive in, you're Baez, right? 2-2 to Wallace. Grimm with 3 consecutive strikeouts. Padres get on the board, but it's 5-1 after 7.
Discover Kia's quality at the Top Quality Sales Event. We're celebrating with great deals on the sleek Optima and Optima Hybrid, as well as the Forte Sedan and hatchback. Right now, get 0% APR for up to 66 months plus $1,000 bonus cash. Or 0 down, 0 due-it signing, and 0 first month's payment on select models. Visit Kia.com to see how Kia quality performed against the competition. The Kia Top Quality Sales Event.
DirecTV is at it again with another so-called deal. With a $60 intro rate that jumps to over $100 after just 3 months, then shoots up to over $150 after a year. The hits just keep on coming because you're locked into a 2-year contract that can cost over $3,300. Don't get blindsided by DirecTV. Switch to an X1 Double Play from Comcast and lock in your rate for 2 full years. Call or go online today.
We are the Coors Brewing Company, and our mountain is brewing the world's most refreshing beer. A beer proud enough to wear our name in big, red, scripted letters. That's why we lager, filter, and package cold. Because we believe every climb deserves a refreshing finish. Whatever your mountain, climb on.
Time for a hefty home runs. Not known as a great home run park, but the Cubs have cranked 3 of them. Russell, Bryant, and Jason Hayward. Schimpf will stay in and play third. New pitchers Jose Dominguez.
One 1-0 with a 487 for Dominguez. This is his third big league club. Spent a little time with the Dodgers. A handful of appearances with the Rays last year.
Matt Caesar will hit for Grimm. Nice job, Justin Grimm.
Just trying to avoid a lot of damage there. Don't let him throw up a big crooked number. Get back in the ball game. Dominguez a hard thrower. Averaging 96 miles per hour with his fastball. Throws a slider and a change.
Final line on John Lester: 6 innings, 5 hits, 1 run. It was earned. 2 walks and 8 strikeouts. Yes, that run is earned, even though it scored on a wild pitch. And Caesar fouls off. John's ERA at 2.81 on the year. That's been in the lineup a bunch lately, with Hayward getting that rest.
Yeah, that's the other thing. You give Hayward a rest. You give some more at bats to Caesar, who's a valuable guy off the bench. There's your Quicken Loans rocket arm, John Lester. 6+ solid innings of work.
It's his rocket arm. That was lame. Sorry. Caesar pops it up. Caught by Sardinas. Bring up Fowler. 2 walks. 0 for 2 officially with a run scored.
Turns back around to the left side.
So Lester tonight with his 20th quality start, that ties him for the major league lead. Chance to go 5-0 since the break. Myers gloves and takes it to the bag.
'25th start for John tonight. 20 quality. Yeah, 80%. That's awfully good. And as we've noted, so many of those starts far beyond the requirements for a quality start, which is 6 innings pitched, 3 earned runs or less.
Offensively, the Cubs have now scored at least 3 runs in 21 consecutive games. Second longest such stretch in the majors this year. Baltimore had a 28-gamer in June. I have to figure out how to phrase this, because Joe's always in a good mood, but I felt like today, pregame, in our chat with him, he was in a particularly Good move.
Yeah.
We had a lot of laughs in there today, and it came after a blowout loss. And I think it says a lot about Joe that he is really able to kind of take it like a piece of loose leaf paper and crumple it up and throw it in the trash, and you move on to the next one.
Yeah, he said as much after the game yesterday. So this is an easy one for me to walk away from, because I think the close games where you have some tough decisions and maybe something blows up on you or backfires and a game gets away, a tight game, that one, you know, probably stays with you a little longer than the game where you give up 7 in the first, you've committed 4 errors, you're kind of out of it from the get-go. So you just chalk it up to a bad day at work and move on. Wonder if Chris made it over to the USD campus to get his hit his favorite donut shop over there.
In on the hands, and he flies out. Do you have one in mind, or you're just thinking?
He mentioned it at the All-Star game, roses or something like that.
I'll give him my order tomorrow. Yeah. 5-1 late.
Now you have the freedom to save even bigger at the Ford Freedom Sales Event. Just announced, get 0% financing for 72 months on 2016 Explorer or Edge. Plus, specially tagged vehicles now get $1,000 smart bonus. Now you have the freedom to choose and the freedom to save with Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now get 0% financing for 72 months on 2016 Explorer or Edge. Plus, specially tagged vehicles get $1,000 smart bonus.
As teams dig in for the pennant race, DirecTV is bringing the heat with the MLB Extra Innings package now for a special half-season price. Watch baseball's best arms and biggest bats battle for postseason rights, all at a new low price for the rest of the season. Plus, get MLB.TV included, so you can watch nearly 100 live games a week on over 400 supported devices. Bring home this season's final stretch. Order MLB Extra Innings on DirecTV.
Hey, Grandma, let's go for a bike ride.
Oh, sweetie, I'd love to, but...
Oh, no. What is it, Grandma?
Well, it's my knees. I'm having a hard time just getting up out of this chair.
Does this sound familiar? Relief is on the way. If you're on Medicare, you may qualify for a pain-relieving knee brace at little or no cost. Most insurance is accepted, so call the Brace Hotline to see if you qualify. If so, shipping is free, and we'll even handle the paperwork. Call the Brace Hotline anytime, day or night. Our friendly staff is always there to help. We also have braces for shoulder, wrist, elbow, ankle, and back pain to help you get back to doing the things you love.
Hey, wait up, Grandma. I didn't know you could go that fast.
I didn't either. This knee brace rocks.
Call the Brace Hotline now for your pain-relieving knee brace. Operators are standing by. Call 800-683-0917. That's 800-683-0917. Again, 800-683-0917. Call now.
When I have an asthma attack, I feel scared. Sometimes my parents have to take me to the hospital. I feel like a fish with no water.
You know how to react to their asthma attacks. Here's how to prevent them. Call 1-866-NO-ATTACKS. Visit www.noattacks.org or call your doctor. Because even one attack is one too many.
Had a couple days off. We haven't been able to say that very often for Travis this year. Very busy man.
And his performance has suffered a little bit here as of late. So looking for a nice clean inning here in the 8th. He's given up at least 1 run in now 4 of his last 6 appearances. Fowler gliding onto the track.
Jake Arrieta goes for his team-leading 16th win of the season. Game 2 of our series here with San Diego. Coverage begins at 8:30 with Cubs pregame live, presented by Fields Auto on CSN Chicago. Jake's got his game face on. Well, he's ready to go.
Every time he pitches in California here these last couple of years, it's been pretty special. Ramirez is a strike. Make sure you join us tomorrow. Here's Jake in the state of California in his last 5 starts. He will not pitch in that series. I don't believe Cubs do have an off day Thursday, but without knowing the exact rotation this coming weekend, assuming Montgomery pitches on his normal day, the Cubs have been giving everybody that extra day where necessary. Ramirez to second with a double.
Yeah, and it's right-handed hitters that have done a lot of damage against Travis. OPS and around 900 against him. Been able to neutralize lefties. Aroldis Chapman's had a couple of days off. He should be good to go tonight.
Myers takes outside, ball 1. Remember I mentioned the Yankees had a lead in Seattle? Well, the game is over and the Mariners won. 7-5 the final.
The Mariners got ambushed late by Milwaukee yesterday on Craig Counsell's birthday.
Well, they score 4, I think, in the 9th inning. The pitch. 3-1.
The Clevelands beat the Athletics 1-0. Carlos Carrasco with 8 shutout innings, 9 strikeouts, 4 hits, no walks. Carlos Santana providing the only run in the game with a solo home run.
Oh, what a stop by Russell! Out at first.
Wow. Wow, yeah, tip of the cap. Sparkling play. This kid is on fire. At the plate, in the field. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Little help on the other end from Rizzo, but what a spectacular play.
2 down. Here's Dickerson. That was one of the hardest hit balls of the night. Outside. Man. 110 miles an hour off the bat, according to StatCast. I got to tell you,
that's an iron wall with Ian Baez over there, that side of the infield.
You know what that is? That's the kind of play where we as broadcasters, you forget for about a split second that you're doing the game on the air and you feel like you're sitting at home and you want to say something that you can't really say on the air. You know what I mean? Then you catch yourself.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there are some people sitting at home who said the exact word I'm thinking of. Holy smokes. What a play. Carl Edwards Jr.
Yeah, defense is fun to watch. You know that old commercial the ESPN ran a few years ago, the chicks dig the long ball? Come on, you watch guys make plays like that. That's fun.
By the way, one demerit for you. You said Carlos Santana had a solo home run. You should have said had a great solo, right?
Yes.
That was a great solo by Russell. 5-1.
Your home, your auto. They just go together. Combine your home and auto insurance with State Farm. Save time and money. Just another way we're here to help life go right. Talk to your State Farm agent today.
This is it. The Hyundai Act Fast sales event, where you can get a deal for the ages on a car or SUV that offers all the latest technology, and the warranty is America's best. It's go time.
Act fast today and lease the Tucson for $139 a month or the Santa Fe Sport for $159 a month.
It's good.
Yeah.
Vanilla?
French vanilla.
Take care of your lawn with landscaping products from Menards. Enhance your home's curb appeal with Mastermark Lawn Edging. This poundable edging works great for both straight and curved designs. Right now, pick up a 4-foot section for just $2.99. Fall is the best time to plant grass seed to prepare your lawn for next spring. Thick and hardy seed withstands harsh weather extremes and heavy foot traffic. Pick up a bag for only $8.98. Now during Menards Labor Day sale.
Save big money at Menards.
Time for our Benny's toast of the game. John Lester into the 7th tonight.
And his first ever start here at Petco Park. Looks like he'll be coming away with a W if all goes according to plan. If he gets it, it'll be number 14 against 4 losses.
Benny's Beverage Depot is the official champagne provider of the Chicago Cubs.
Dominguez out there for his second inning of work. Keith Hessler went 2, allowed 3 hits, no runs. Edwin Jackson on the hook for the loss right now. He allowed 5 earned runs in 5 innings. 7 hits, 4 walks, couple punch outs for Edwin.
Was Angel Flores, who sets up our
he's our flight coordinator.
Flights.
Those guys do a great job.
Yep.
Angel and Joy and company. Angel looks like he's ready to play. It's the last 3 times up for Anthony, the former Padre. 2-strike mode, choked up on the bat.
Just foul. And somehow Nick Lentz got out of the way of that screamer. Chokes up, and he rolls it the other way into left. He's got 4 hits tonight.
Put on a clinic, young man. That might get some teams shifting less against him, too.
It's also going to get him up over 300. He was a 295 coming into the game tonight.
That was rather Tony Gwynnish right there.
He's at 301. Zobrist has been on twice. Strike called on a pitch that looked like it was outside.
Yeah. Kerwin tonight he's been kind of tight over the plate and down, but big off that outside corner to the left-handed hitters.
Two to Zobrist. Pulled foul. $31,707 paid crowd tonight. Maybe not quite as many Cub fans as we had in Denver, but there are a lot.
I'm guessing a fair bit more than the Padres would draw on a normal Monday night.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, this Rizzo Bryant MVP conversation, and Daniel Murphy's very much a part of it, but and the numbers are really, really close. Look at the batting average, as I mentioned, the OPS. Double play ball. Zobrist busting it down the line, and they still turn it. 4-6-3. Patrick Mooney has a vote for that award this year, and obviously we do not. I guess my line at the moment is I cannot make a case against either guy.
Absolutely.
I can't.
Yeah.
So if you want to come up with your 8 reasons why one should win it, I would say you're right, and then you could come up with 8 for the other guy, and I would say, yeah, you're right. I suppose we're biased because we're Cubs announcers, but the one thing I like about these two over Murphy is the defensive part of it. Murphy's not.
Yes, right.
Not a plus defender.
No, he's not.
Great hitter. Coming in is Kivlahan to end the inning. Well, it's a fun conversation to have, and I'm sure a lot of Cub fans are arguing it over. Rizzo or Bryant? 5-1 Cubs.
Value City Furniture presents How to Binge Watch TV. First, enjoy family time while waiting for your favorite show to drop an entire season online. It's time.
Bedtime.
There you go. Next, reclaim your place on your ultimate comfort sectional from Value City Furniture. You crying? It's the ultimate value, combining the comfort of down with the bounce back of memory foam. It'll look good as new whenever you decide to get up. Perfect. And that's how to buy the perfect piece. Good morning. Uh-oh. At Value City Furniture.
We are the Coors Brewing Company, and our mountain is brewing the world's most refreshing beer. A beer proud enough to wear our name in big, red, scripted letters. That's why we lager, filter, and package cold. Because we believe every climb deserves a refreshing finish. Whatever your mountain, climb on.
When I was just a young one, maybe pushing 10, somebody told me no, son, and I decided then I'm gonna dig my style. You're gonna walk the same. Gonna keep on going. No, I don't see no end. With the prize I'm showing, you better tell your friends. You're gonna dig my style. Dig my style. Dig my style.
Cubs lead 5-1, not a safe spot. 4-run advantage. Here's right-hander Carl Edwards Jr.
Well, there are the numbers on the lanky right-hander. On for the 22nd time already. 0-1, 3.68 the ERA, 28 strikeouts in 22 innings of work. He's allowed just 9 hits. He's walked 9 along the way, had one disastrous outing. Otherwise, his ERA would be in the ones. He's charged with a blown save last time out in Denver, that extra inning loss to the Rockies.
So third out was made as I was kind of making the Brizzo point about the MVP conversation. I don't know if you had anything to add. Do you think they're the top 2 candidates in the league?
I do, yeah. Trying to think who else would. Murphy would be in the conversation. Arenado is going to get votes.
Seager maybe, even though he's a rookie, but he'll probably be in the top 5.
Yeah,
I would say. And look, these are individual awards. That number one thing right now is win the division, go as far as you can in the playoffs. Win a World Series is the goal, but there will be awards handed out to this club.
I loved Anthony's line the other day when he's asked about it. He said I don't remember the exact verbiage, but something along the lines of, I should win it because Chris he's got so much hardware already, and he's going to get so much more going forward.
The irony in terms of one of the awards, as Bethancourt fouls, is the Cubs are on pace to win 6 or 7 more games than they won last year. But I think it'll be very tough for Joe Madden to win Manager of the Year again, because that award usually goes to
move that around.
Yeah, a manager of a team,
lower exceeded expectations. Yes. OPS plus, so that's on base plus slugging with a correction for home field. Daniel Murphy actually leads the way.
Yeah, I think
Rizzo second, Bryant third, Votto fourth.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. I think offensively Murphy has a definite advantage on both guys, but I like the other parts of both guys' games. Now, you could claim that Murphy might, by the end of the year, be good enough offensively where that other stuff doesn't matter as much. If Murphy wins a batting title, those kinds of things, you never know, right? With a voter, he may say that's
well, yeah, and that's for me. I wish it was a Player of the Year award. Most of the voters, they kind of lean towards guys on contending teams, which will help the causes of all 3 of those gentlemen.
0-2. 95 with a little elevation.
I bet you Murphy gets some votes because Bryce Harper hasn't had a great year. People say he's even more important to his team than he otherwise would have been because Harper's having an off year.
Maybe the Cub guys are hurt by being on such a
I mean, I don't like any of those rationalizations. I think if I had a vote, I would just vote for the guy who I thought was having the best year.
Fouled out of play.
His home run Kivlahan hit the other day. He's just getting his big league career started. It was a bomb. It was way up just below the video board out there in left field. He's got a muscular swing. It's kind of stiff. But you get the sense that he can hit it a long way. .22 home runs at the AAA level last year.
Two and two. And he got him on the breaking ball. 2 down. I think we mentioned most of the candidates. Joey Votto has been great offensively here lately. I think he's back in the 300s. Right?
Yes, yeah, he's been unbelievable for a good while now.
Bryant, Rizzo, Murphy, Arenado, Seager, Votto. It's a pretty good list right there. Cub fans on their feet. 2 outs, 9th inning. Here's Schimpf.
Throw Schimpf the curly. After Grimm and now Edwards, these Padre hitters are going to have nightmares about curveballs.